when they go to war, they do not come back the same person. 3 weeks after we started dating, he brought his medical records and laid them in my lap. And he said, "Read this. I love you. If you think you can live with this, we'll go on. If you can't, I'll walk away." My name is Charlotte Smith. I was married to William Walker Smith for 60.5 years. Oh, Bill Smith was the most gentle, loving man that anybody could ever have been married to. He was kind, gentle, loving. My husband Bill was a prisoner of war in North Korea and China for 2.5 years. He weighed 193 pounds when he was captured. When he came home, he weighed 82 pounds. They were so cruel to them. He was punished unbelievably. And he said to me one time, "I pray the Lord's Prayer every day that I'm conscious," because a lot of days he was not conscious. Physically, they were told when they came home that their internal organs were 20 years older than their chronological age, and that the effects would probably not hit them until about age 35. Bill had his first heart attack at age 42. He survived 4. So we had a multitude of problems. He just kept going downhill, and he was still on the feeding tube. And we had had blessing home care with him off and on for years. And he was just in so much pain. So we decided now's the time for hospice. So hospice came in and talked to us.
Blessing Hospice is able to understand and help better with these patients, with the veterans at end of life, just by the education that the Veterans Administration has been able to provide to our staff through the We Honor Veterans programs.
When they came onto the case, that's the first thing they asked me: what do we need to do to help you help him?
And just by talking to them and asking them, did you serve in the military, just that acknowledgement that you care enough to ask that question, that it may make a difference in the care that we provide to you.
They understood the needs of a POW, and they understood the needs of the family of a POW.
Have that respect and honor. I think that's why they call it We Honor Veterans, is because it is an honor to provide their care at end of life.
He was more at peace then. With Blessing Hospice, he was more at peace that last week. He was holding my hand, and he fought. This man fought unbelievably. And I said to him, "Darling, just turn loose and let me fight for both of us." And I felt his hand relax, so I knew he had turned loose. And he said, "Let's pray." So we were praying the Lord's Prayer, and he didn't have enough breath to finish. So I finished praying, and he said, "I love you." And they were holding his hand, and he was holding my hand when he slipped away. But he slipped away so peacefully. But he said to me, "I've had 60 years with you, and I'd like to be buried with my band of brothers." My husband is buried at Arlington National Cemetery. Eventually I will be with him again. When I die, I will be buried in the same grave at Arlington with him. And I think that hospice is wonderful. But they just made it so easy for him and for me. And then the entire year afterwards, they made it easy for me. They came, I don't know, once a month maybe, made it easy for me, sent me newsletters, which helped a lot. They got his pajamas and had a teddy bear made for me. And they were with me the whole time. They were there the whole time. And hospice was absolutely wonderful. They were wonderful.